Hi everybody, how are you going today? Just thought I'd show you a nifty little trick that I worked out to do with these baling contracts on Ravenport. Field 9 is the one I prefer to do to show this off, but it works on Field 1. I haven't done a baling contract on Field 20 yet, but it should work on it as well. 20 or 21, I'm not 100% sure which one the other grass one is. But what you want to do is get in line with the edge of your field like this with your front mower. So basically, I'll jump out and show you. So if we come down here, if you can see it, go basically to this halfway point in the middle to the edge of the field. Alright, now we got rid of most of that noise. And now if we keep coming along here, you see I'm picking up quite a lot of grass with this right hand mower at the back. You really want to stay in the centre of that front mower with the edge of the field. But this gets you roughly about 6 extra bales for this job with what I've worked out off this field. I'm not sure with one, I haven't checked it out because, like I said, this is the one I've worked it out for, so, you know, just bear with me. But, which can, on easy mode, like this is normally a baling and wrapping contract. This at the moment, this one is a baling and tedding so that we've got hay instead. But it usually earns me 17 extra bales overall over the contract. So we can say probably 15,000 roughly, maybe a bit less. Not 100% sure, I haven't really focused on the numbers overly much. I really love this Windrower, I think it's fantastic, and if I did more grass I would buy it. It's approximately $100,000 plus, so it's not really worth it for the small amount of grass I actually do on my actual farm. But if I was doing it more often, or if I was just going to focus on being a contractor, I think this is the one I'd grab. The one I've got is actually, if I have a quick look, the one I've got is the Kuhn SR314 because it was one of the cheaper ones, and it's basically powered by being pulled along behind your tractor. Whereas, there you go, the Merge Max 902 is $110,000. But it's fantastic. I love it. I think it's great. So all of these vehicles obviously are higher vehicles. But we bring this all in. Now this might take you a loop or two to get most of this grass onto the field, because, you know, you inevitably end up spitting some off the edge that you've already worked on, which can be frustrating. But, I mean, it's worth a little bit of hassle for a little bit of extra money, I think. Oops, I've missed a bit. Let's see if I can reverse this back and get it. I'm not very great at reversing. There we go. Alright, and I'll get back to you when I've completed this bit. Talk to you soon. So normally with this contract, it doesn't actually ask me to ted it. It asks me to bale wrap. But this time he's actually asked for it to be tedded, so I'm doing that now, which is why I've brought it in 2 lines, if you can see that from the edge, and make sure I got all of that. I think I did, just to make sure that I get the maximum grass for my effort. So I'll ted this all up, and then once I come back I'll be back on the Windrower. So in case you like this tedder, It's actually we'll go into the menu here, into Tedders. It is the Pottinger HIT 12.14T. It's got a 13 metre spread, and it's actually not that bad. I don't do a lot of tedding myself, but I generally use a small one. Like I said before, I don't have a large grass field, but it's great for those people that do have lots of grass. So now I'm now I'm windrowing, ready to get my butt in there and bale. But as you can see, I've put the selected work mode as the middle, mainly because it makes it a bit easier to see where you've been and where you're going, and at least for me. But I've successfully gotten all this grass tedded, so I'm going to do the windrowing now and fix that all up, and then I'll start doing the baling, and I might just get back to you once I've completed the baling and we can see how many bales we've got. And so I'll talk to you once that bit is done, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon. I really hope this is helpful for you all, because yeah, I thought it was something people would be interested in. Alright, I'll talk to you soon. So the baling is done. All that needs to be done now is to take this down to the barn. We have lots of bales. I might even have more than my usual amount left over. I'm not sure. We'll find that out once I've collected all this up and the contract's finished, but yeah. It's pretty expansive. Lovely. It actually would be a really good grass field to buy if you were wanting to do it for silage purposes and things like that. It gets heaps of grass off it. Nice little profit off it. Who knows, I like using it for the contract though, because it's a good source of extra cash that you don't have to stress about. But I'll get all this transporting done, and then we'll find out at the end of it all exactly what I've got left over for myself to sell. Alright, thanks. contract's completed. I accidentally sold one of the bales that would have been mine. So I would have ended up with 16 off that job at the end of it, but as you can see it says completed. So I'm going to go and sell these and we'll see how much profit I get above the contract fee. So with the $1,518 I made off the one bale I accidentally sold, and the $11,221 I just made, that's a $12,739 bonus. And if you look at the baling contract, that's another $10,455 once you take away the leasing costs, so we'll add that on. So in total for that job, I got $23,194. Not bad for a simple baling contract that takes a little while. So I hope this was informative and that it helps out, and I will talk to you another time.